Welcome back. Don't need a lot of introduction here, ladies and gentlemen. You all know her, you all read her, you all follow her, you all discuss what she writes about. Here she is, Abigail Van Buren. Dear Abby. So can we give you any advice?
Well, I'm ready to listen.
Okay. What are you hearing about most now?
About AIDS. Mm-hmm. People are scared to death of AIDS. Of course, you can't blame them because there is no vaccine. There is hope, but so far it's just a death sentence. But many people don't realize that because you test positive for AIDS does not necessarily mean you're going to get AIDS. You do not have AIDS. It just means you have been exposed to AIDS, and many people have the antibodies that can build up and fight the disease. But because so many people know so little about it, it is a terrible threat. Well, you see what happened in Florida.
It's just awful.
Their home was burned. They're homeless. This man has no job. And the kids are discriminated against as though they were lepers. Mm-hmm. It's
they had the mayor on this morning and the clergyman on, and I just couldn't believe how backwards these people think. And these 3 innocent little children, it's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's ignorance.
This is ignorance at work in the worst way.
And in the worst way. And the only thing that we can do to help that is educate the people, let them know how you can't get AIDS. We know how you can get AIDS.
What kind of advice do you give in your column about that?
Well, it's a sexually transmitted disease. You have to practice safe sex. If you're going to have sex, you've got to practice safe sex. In the first place, no more one-night stands. You must be very, very discriminating. You must know with whom you're having sex. And the evil thing about that is your history and their history can go back 7 to 10 years. So you're not having sex with just the person you're having sex with. You're having sex with everybody they've had sex with for the past 7 or 10 years.
Because you're talking about combinations and permutations
yeah.
you can't even figure out. You need more than a slide rule, a computer to do it.
That's right.
You know.
But you must point out, too, though, that you get your information, though, from, you consult physicians and doctors and
oh, yes, and I'm a director of AMFAR, the American Foundation for AIDS Research, which is a fundraising arm that...
A lot of your mail is about AIDS. Let's see what we have out here in our audience right now. Let's go to our first question. Go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm Phyllis, and my daughter is 18. She just started college, and I'm having withdrawal symptoms because she's not home anymore.
Oh, you mean you miss her?
Yeah.
empty nest?
Yeah. So what can you do about that?
Yeah. How can I get over that?
Well, about B12.
Yeah. Up your nose? No, you know you're laughing, but that is a very serious problem because we do miss our children when we send them off, even the first grade of school. When they go, your heart aches a little because you miss them. But you'd be doing that child an enormous favor to really let go. Let go, because that's the only way she's going to grow up. And if you really love her, you won't tell her, oh, honey, I'm lonesome, and call more and write more, because the way children grow up is to be able to be independent of their parents. And if you really love her, you may hurt a little bit. You can write her more than usual or call her on the telephone, but don't tell her how much you miss her, because you'll make her lonely too.
How can she fill the void, though, in her life?
Well, there's a lot of things to be done. There's a lot of volunteer work. You can clean your drawers. You can clean your closets. You can, a lot of things you can do. Just keep busy.
You'd have to suffer for a while, I think.
Would you go home and clean your drawers?
As soon as I get home.
Okay.
We have another question coming up, but we have a commercial break first.
Okay.
We'll get to it with Dear Abby right after this. We'll be